Hey everybody, Jamie Gaiman here with JamieGaiman.com, and in today's video I want to talk about a topic that I think will help a lot of people who are in the MLM industry, who are in the action phase of their business. So these are people, specifically who are out talking to new prospects every single day, are out, they're sponsoring new reps onto their team. They're having what most people would view as success in our industry. But the problem is that as soon as they're sponsoring people into their teams, those people or other people are coming back out the other end and quitting their team. And so today's training is going to be about how to stop that revolving door in your MLM business. So let's go ahead and get started. Now, again, who is this video designed for? It's geared towards a network marketer who's figured out how to get people to sign on the dotted line and join their business, but hasn't yet figured out how to keep them in. Now, don't get me wrong. If you're watching this video, if you're not in the action phase, if you're brand new in our industry or wherever you find yourself in the industry, this video can definitely add some value to what it is that you're doing in your business. Okay? Now, first of all, let's go over the top 4 reasons that your business isn't growing and that you're not having the type of success that you want to. Number 1, typically is a lack of quality leads. You're talking to either unqualified people or you're not talking to people at all. You've gone through your warm market and you're not really sure where to turn next. The next issue is a lack of proper training in how to build a business. Whether you had an upline who disappeared on you, or you're involved in a business opportunity that doesn't provide training, whatever the reason is, a lack of training can definitely be a huge reason why your business isn't growing. The next reason, and the one that we're going to talk about and focus on the most today, is a lack of duplication in your business. Okay? And the fourth one is just simply a lack of capital. Most people who start home businesses and network marketing businesses get started on a shoestring or a no-string budget and don't have money to invest in the training and marketing things that it needs to build a business. Okay? So let's first dig in and talk about the difference between signing up a new rep versus sponsoring a new rep. And I think that if we can get this concept first, that's going to help you to have a tremendous breakthrough in your business. Okay, just signing up a new rep is just the physical act of registering a new rep into your business. So they complete their application, they give their credit card information, and they get signed up. They're now on your team. They have an ID number or an ID name with your particular business. Now, sponsoring that person is the process of bringing a new rep and getting them started with the best possible chance to succeed and to have profitability in their business. So if we were to look at a picture, just signing up, again, that's just signing on the dotted line. That's really just kind of, from a sales perspective, that's really just kind of closing them, versus sponsoring is actually building a relationship with that person, adding value, and putting them in a position where they can succeed in their business. And that's more of what network marketing is, but unfortunately a lot of marketers don't know that and don't get that, so they think it's just a sales transaction, and once that person signs up, that's it. But that's really just where the process starts. And sponsoring starts at the actual contact, because the way that you're approaching a potential prospect is the way that they believe they're going to have to sponsor other reps, no matter what it is that you tell them or teach them after that contact. So when you first meet a person, they're looking at you as the model for how they're going to sponsor other people if they decide to be a part of your business team. Now, here's the truest thing that you'll ever learn. Duplication happens in your business, whether you like it or not, okay? The real question that you need to ask yourself is, are you starting your team with a duplication pattern for success or failure? That duplication is happening regardless. The way that you sponsor people is the way that they're going to believe that they have to sponsor people. So that's what they're going to try to do. Okay? Now that we know that this is the problem, how do we fix it is really the question that we're going to answer today. And the answer is the KISS method, or keep it simple, stupid. What you want to do is to spend more time finding out what your prospect wants than focusing on what you want. Now, that doesn't mean I want you to forget completely about your goals and dreams and what it is that you're trying to accomplish for your business. But by focusing on what your prospect wants, that's going to help you get there. The next thing that we need to do is to stop trying to explain your whole opportunity in one conversation. Whether it's on the phone, whether it's in a one-on-one presentation, whatever it is, if you're explaining your whole opportunity, you're not having the success that you want. And I'll get in a little bit more detail into why that is. You want to let your third-party tools do the heavy lifting for you. And the last thing that you need to do is make what you do look so simple that anybody that you're talking to, whether they decide to join your team or not, they believe that they can do what you do. Okay, so let's talk about spending more time finding out what your prospect wants than focusing on what it is that you want. In the beginning, when you're building that relationship with that person, you need to find out very specific information about what it is that that person is trying to accomplish. Okay? Why they're looking to make additional income. Not just focus on the fact that they're looking to make additional income, because let's be honest, if you walk into any room in the world right now and you say to any person in that room, you just get on the loudspeaker and say, hey, is everyone in this room making as much money as they deserve to make? No one's going to say yes. No one's going to answer that question. So everyone is interested or looking to make additional income. I've never once had a person say to me, you know what, Jamie, I'm making as much money as I'm worth and I'm good with that. It just doesn't happen. What you have to find out is the person's motivation for why they want to make that additional income. What would change in their life if they were making additional income? It's never the money that people are after. That's never it. No one sits in their house in a big vault like Scrooge McDuck and just counts their money. They want to make that extra money because there's something they want to do, there's a trip they want to take, there's a charity that they want to give to, whatever it is. You need to find out what that person, what that prospect wants. And once you find out that true motivator and provide them with a way to reach it, then you'll have their attention. Okay? Now, trying to explain your whole opportunity in one conversation. Now, this is going to bruise some people's egos, and this is really probably going to go against some things that you may have been taught. But what I want you to do is I want you to check your ego at the door for just a second for me. Okay? Now, are you listening? Can you hear me? No one other than you cares that you know every single detail about your product, your business opportunity, your compensation plan, your founder's resume and where they came from. No one does. Least of all your prospects. They don't care because sponsoring is not about you. The only thing that your prospects care about is this. Can I see myself doing what this person is doing to make income? That's it. They don't care that the goji berries from your product come from the rainforest of Argentina. They don't. I hate to be the one to break this to you, but they absolutely do not. They're not looking at that. They're looking at, is this something that I can do? And in this industry, the sooner that you learn that it's not what you can do, it's what you can duplicate. And everyone on your team can't duplicate that. Everyone on your team won't be able to remember all of that information. Or even if they are, everyone has the mental capacity to do it, but they won't believe they can. And so when you're talking to them, they won't believe they can do it, so they won't believe that they can be a part of your business opportunity. Because again, what they see you do is what they think they have to do. Let's talk about third-party tools. You know, someone who I follow very closely in this industry is a gentleman by the name of Larry Beecham. And one of the things that I've always heard Larry say is that Sales is a part of any business, and that's true. Any successful opportunity, any successful business, whether it's in network marketing, whether it's just any regular company, has a sales department. The thing in network marketing is this: you're not that sales department. You're in marketing. You're in building networks and marketing. That's why it's called network marketing. You should have third-party tools available for you to use that do the selling for you. That's the purpose of a third-party tool. You're not trained in sales, and even if you are trained in sales, the people that you're talking to most likely are not. So you use these third-party tools to go out and do the selling for you. Now, if you're in a business and you don't have third-party tools, or you don't like the tools being offered, you do have some options. One is create your own third-party tools. Two is talk to the organization's leaders about the tools that they offer, make some recommendations, suggestions, be willing to do some research to go out and help that company to get third-party tools. Your other option is to find a new business opportunity. But don't, under any circumstances, just sit there and whine about the problem without making an attempt to fix it, okay? Especially not to me, because I certainly don't want to hear it. But be solution-oriented, okay? There's a solution to this problem. It's one of these three answers up here. Pick one and go with it. Now, if you're in a business with good third-party tools, you like what's presented, they're compelling, they're interesting, you think that people will find value in them, then stop being cheap, get on your website, buy some, and use them. In some companies, they have videos online that you don't even have to buy them. You can just use them for free, okay? But if you have to buy them, bite the bullet. They're a business expense. You can write them off at the end of the year. Now, this isn't tax advice, so please consult your accountant about what you can and what you can't do, but I'm fairly certain that that is a business expense in your business. Now, make what you do look simple, okay? Here's an example of something that clearly doesn't look simple. If it doesn't look simple, the people on your team aren't going to think they can do it. It's very easy. If they think that they're going to have to learn this in order to make an extra $1,000 a month, they weren't willing to learn this when they were in school. So what makes you think that they're going to be willing to learn it now to make an extra $500 to $1,000 a month? You have to make what you do look so simple that even a caveman can do it. And those are really kind of the main key things that you need to keep in mind in order to have success, in order to stop that revolving door in your business. Okay, so if this video has been helpful, please leave me a comment, share it with someone else who you think might find value in it. I appreciate your time, and I look forward to seeing you being as successful as you want to be in your particular business. This is Jamie Gaiman from JamieGaiman.com signing off.